where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
That kind of suspicious bit. That's... We have contact! Tango's engaging!
I had for that whole situation. You don't know.
Hey, you got a gun, right? We've got trouble.
Yeah, I got a gun.
Whoa!
Let's go find out who did.
With different faces of characters that
Nigga asked me that I have a gun.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
The real Jake from State Farm played this game too?
Yes, well, not the original. Not the original man, the new one.
I'm gonna put big ass bullet holes in that chop. They gonna be.
If you don't just say the black thing.
It's so random and cool.
Yes.
Alright. Any questions for Michael? Playing your video. There we go. Lauren, go ahead with your question.
I have a question on where's the
Oh no, because I forgot to put ducks. I don't have ducks on my computer. I do collect rubber ducks though.
That's interesting. I've heard of people doing that. Funny what we all collect. Like, I collect these trolls. Some things we're just drawn to. Alright. Warren. Chance.
Okay. So, my name is Warren. I go by Chance. And the top,
Fuck is the code?
top left corner is my team. Left is my
I should have planned this.
ING. And my truck, 1450, my dog. And
Bro, I don't look around in me. I don't see no code.
What's the name of yourself? Awesome. Any questions for Chance?
The fuck kind of room is this?
It's alright.
I thought mine was after Mike. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, let me check it for you. Goes Michael, Chance.
No, I don't know.
We'll get to you.
Gotcha.
Okay. Hey, I'm Daniela. got a boyfriend? My top left picture is like my brother and I. That's like the most recent. He doesn't like pictures. That's the most recent pictures I can have of him. That's my boyfriend and I. That's a new picture. That's Roxy, the dog on top, and the one on the bottom is Ruby. The picture with like that's like in the middle with like the little kid. That's one of my cousins. I currently have 11 cousins on my mom's side and 8 on my dad's side.
Are they?
You thought that way?
I'm a Scorpio. I was born November 4th. On the
To find the
bottom
castle files and we
left,
gotta
no,
kill
bottom
Alexa.
right corner is like my favorite book series called Wasn't Before. The movie's
Where the
coming
fuck
out.
these
I'm on a
files?
mission,
Where the fuck
man.
the code at?
Criminal Minds is the longest and most recent show that I watched. I like The Flash and Euphoria. I have another slide. It's a joke.
Did you do that?
Damn. No.
It ain't no motherfucking codes in here, fam.
She did this
My
for what?
favorite movie is Beauty and the Beast and Wonder Woman. I put like some pictures because I like to know that's my favorite season. Favorite Disney princess is Belle. Favorite ice cream cookies and cream. And yes.
Yes, I
The
am.
rest are just shows that I
Bro, you got the dead red.
No, you.
Someone ruined the ending.
That wasn't from me.
Yes, it is.
No.
Like, well, you know, A is blank, and I was like, what? I never finished it.
multiple A's.
Bitches.
And then I love
My kidneys, bro.
Yeah.
My pennies.
I didn't know they was right there.
And I also love these movies, so I feel like we have a lot in common because I love Criminal Minds and I really enjoyed those movies.
I can't drive that motorcycle.
Alright, awesome. Any questions for Daniela?
Don't you got spare in the car?
I hope that.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to this. Stop.
Yes.
I'm Shelby Hughes. NC State, I grew up in a family that's fancy.
You telling me they don't see me?
I'm planning on going to USC Wilmington because I got a scholarship there recently. And then
On what board you on?
my boyfriend and I had,
I'm trying to find these case files.
like snowboard ski people.
On the Definite Family board?
That's my mom, and then to the right of that's my brother.
Well, actually, I don't found the thing. Where is it? I just gotta find
Is my dad.
the fucking
I've
code.
cheered since I was 4 years old, so the one to the left is when I was really little, and then the one on the right is last year, I think.
Hey, you need to go in that flower thing before you take that picture and put that flower. That poison in that nigga got that thing.
What?
He's gonna fucking die.
So
What flower?
on the right,
It's like a little plant, a garden, a little plant room. Make sure you grab a wrench though.
and then my San Francisco
Make sure you
on
find
the
a wrench so you can fix that thing up and put that flower in there. It's gonna make
and
poison.
then the bottom right is my best friend Lauren.
Lauren, was it last year? Was she senior last year or the year before?
Last year.
Last year. Lauren. So congratulations on your scholarship. That's super
Yeah,
exciting.
leave letters and shit.
Plus
What the
when you
fuck
have to
pool
pay
is
it
it?
better.
I can disguise myself as this private investigator, right?
Yeah, but you gotta find a perfect time to kill him though.
Yeah, I'm about to get it right now. Turn around.
Yeah, I had friends there and they had to relocate as well. Yeah. Sent some crazy pictures. Awesome, thank you for sharing. Any questions for Shelby? Very good.
Okay. My name is Caitlin. I'm a Gemini. So the left side of the slide are just pieces of
Who
art that I
noticed
like to
that?
do because I like to draw as a hobby. The picture on the top is from the movie Coraline because that's my favorite movie. And there's a picture of me, and then a picture of my cat, and then on the bottom right is a picture of me and my twin sister. And then
That's the girl you
all the
said,
pictures
Jane.
on
This is the
the
first one you seen in the class bar too.
all the music that I like The Neighborhood, Stray Kids, Benny, stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it.
Did you draw those pictures that you included?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is a skill that I do not have. They look really cool.
Thank you.
Did you do that digitally or on
I
paper?
forgot secret room.
I do on paper and then I do in digital.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
I always have such admiration for people that have artistic ability.
Thank you.
Awesome. And I did not know you were twins.
Yeah, she was in your class last
It ain't showing nothing about no code.
I thought the name sounded familiar to Johnson, but
I'm supposed to say like in the office and shit. I looked around that bitch. It ain't shit in that bitch.
why did that both of you? Cool.
Any questions for Caitlin? Which one of your drawings is the most recent? I think the bottom left is my most recent. The green
somewhere
one.
in there, I'm gonna
I
find
mean,
it.
they're all pretty recent, but yeah. Really cool. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, I'm Briella. I have 2 slides. This is the first one. My pronouns are she, her. There's a picture of me on the right side. And then next to me is my cat Phoebe. And under me is
does she have 3 different...
like my astrology. If you're into astrology, I have my sun, moon, and rising. And I have a picture of me and my camera because I like to take pictures. There's a picture of me and my friend Cadence, a vinyl record because I like to listen to vinyl records. And then under the vinyl record is my cat Hero. And then I have a little VW bus because I like the 70s, like that's my favorite decade. And I have a guitar because I play guitar. And then on the next slide, on the left side, I have my favorite music artists. So Harry Styles, Maggie Rogers, Stevie Nicks, and then on the bottom right corner I have Phoebe Bridgers. And a fun story about Phoebe Bridgers is that I asked her for a senior quote, and she gave me one, so that's really cool, because she's nominated for like 4 Grammys, so I thought that's really cool. And then beside Phoebe Bridgers is John Mulaney, he's my favorite comedian.
Bro, there's nobody noticing that.
And I have a picture of me at a protest, and a picture of David Byrne and one of his quotes because he's also one of my favorite musicians.
Never watched Schitt's
And then I use Spotify because I think Spotify is better, but
where are
I'm not
protest
going to
pictures?
start any
Down right there.
beef with anyone. I don't care if you use Apple Music, I just like Spotify better. So that's pretty much my slides.
I love your slides, and I saw that you didn't talk about Schitt's Creek, but I am a big Schitt's Creek fan.
That is my favorite show. I watch it every night before I go to
Where's
bed.
Schitt's Creek?
That's
Where's it at?
what
Which
we
one
were
is
as
it?
Halloween.
Oh, damn, I
And
see it
you
now.
have Mr. Price,
I did.
myself, and 2 of our friends. We went as the whole cast. It was
Schitt's
great.
Creek.
And I am also a Spotify fan.
It's with the man from Medea's.
Throw that out there.
I think it's crazy.
And I do like that you and both Caitlin included your pronouns. I think that's really important to do. So I do appreciate that. Awesome. Any questions for Briella? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions for her?
Briella, since you're into astrology, what's your favorite zodiac sign?
My best friend's a Leo, and I get along really well with Leos, so probably Leos. I know you want me to say Sagittarius, but...
What's your least favorite?
Cancer.
Bro, what if it's cold?
I just don't get along with Cancer, sorry.
I feel really called out right now.
Okay, Michael, we get along.
Yeah, we do.
It's just, I think it's really cool to learn about, so.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say look around the
that's
office.
so interesting. I've never had like this many students that are into astrology in
They're
one
just
class.
3 people.
Yeah, it's really
that?
popular right now for some reason.
Yeah, it might not be with my generation as much because I feel like we were told our signs changed, and so then you're all just really confused and like, oh well. Very cool.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry, your cat walked over my thing. Okay.
Oh,
So, the first picture I have is my cat. I'm learning how to play. But I also play cello, violin, and piano. Right next to that is MMIW and Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And then
What the fuck is these
crossing that is all the chakras because I'm really into spirituality. And I did my first yoga class yesterday. And then underneath that is Ewan McGregor. I'm in love with him. He, if people don't know,
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Crime. I ain't even do a crime.
But he's such a good singer and he's such a good actor. Amazing. And then the picture of me across the map. I like
I thought that was
funky clothes.
crab legs.
And also, that's my new longboard. I got that for Christmas as well. And then I put a picture of a frog with a strawberry because I like frogs. I like
You're in the room.
Taking it off.
They own.
And then beneath that is crystals, a bunch of crystals and stones. Because I have my bag of protective stones I started carrying with me. But I'm
Bitch.
No.
next to that is this Wainwright. Oh my gosh. He is an amazing singer.
Better work for that shit, Craig.
And
You're a bitch. Get on.
Triceratops are my favorite dinosaurs. I love them very much.
I don't know where they at.
Next to that is my favorite show, Outlander.
What?
It's really good.
This shit smell like paint.
I know, but I won't. But there's 4 seasons on Netflix. I recommend watching it. It's really good. And then next to that is my absolute favorite food, elote. Yeah, if you haven't tried it, try it. It's so good.
Elote.
It's really good. And then on my next slide, I have having 2 slides. Cow because I love cows, but especially cows. They're
Yeah, you gonna stay in that class.
And then next to that is
So you just gonna move that?
because I really enjoy the sunlight. I really enjoy the sunlight. And I love to. I just really like to read in the sun, like on the beach and stuff. And then next to that is a little camper because
So your mama is taking her work, so
I
I can sleep.
But I want to live in an RV and I want to travel around.
Oh damn, it's 120.
As long as you leave the house by 150, you're okay.
Oh, I gotta take a longer way. Cause them tracks closed though.
Is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. It's in
My class don't enter
You can watch it on YouTube.
I know.
It's my favorite movie because it's very badly recorded. It is very bad. This is a very bad movie. It's good. And the next to that is the Firefly.
Where did I know what it's called?
And then next to that, okay, this guy looks weird. That's Mark Princess in one of my other favorite movies.
Oh, orange.
Good. That's just
Ah!
And underneath that, there's a bunch of plants because I have a lot of those succulents. Other plants. And then next to that, I was thinking of thing was hard. I don't like them, but I just put them there because everyone says they look like me. Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Okay. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to plant for myself, so that's something I'm getting into. I started with succulents too. I just actually got a plant for our classroom sitting over there, and I want to get some more. I think I probably have like 17 plants in our house right now. Kind of gonna have to start moving some into the classroom. And the Highland House, my mom is absolutely obsessed with them. They went to Scotland and she was like all just taking pictures of these houses because they're just everywhere in Scotland. So
You got 5 wood.
That's my goal. Loved it there. She's all over our ancestry because we're like Scottish and have like a whole town over there, I guess. So she's obsessed with those cows. She even went to some like Scottish fair in our hometown just to see the cows.
I'm gonna slap you.
Awesome. Any questions that you guys have
Bro,
for
you are
Lauren
just
about any of this?
Lauren, what's your zodiac sign?
Yeah, dang, that nigga gonna give you a hint.
Okay, so my sun is Libra, my moon is Sagittarius, and my rising is Capricorn.
You guys are gonna have to fill me in on all of this sometime. I don't know any of it, so you'll have to teach me.
Mind if I could like go next? Because I gotta go to the bathroom, but I don't want to be in the bathroom and then it's my turn. Or if I go like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I think you'll probably end up going tomorrow after I just skip through all those things I don't think you'll do today. I'm gonna wrap us up around 1:30 so I can talk about your asynchronous work and I can talk about your tomorrow work, which you gotta do on Friday. So you're good.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
I know when I was pretty young, so I just stuck with it. Top half of the sprint car, most of them rated box type.
I heard it.
Bottom left were the legend cars. They arrange all the to the bottom right are the bandoleros, which is I think the age maximum is 13, I believe. My favorite cool car is the one.
Joseph, so are you more of like an asphalt racer into, or do you like dirt racing?
I'm kind of a mix of both. I like the bandos a lot more than the legend cars.
I am a big dirt track fan. Where I grew up, we had a dirt track in our hometown where everyone from Canada to Pennsylvania came into right there, and it was so fun.
Yeah. I think it's more like a dirt track actually. They're a lot more easier to work on.
Where around here is there a dirt track?
There's a couple. It's about like 2 hours away. One called 801. It's usually the main two around.
Check that out, because that is like one of my things. Awesome. Any questions for Joseph? Okay, we'll move on. Thank you.
Okay, so this is my slide. My name is Trinity. I'll just go from left to right. So up on the top left corner, that's my cat Jessie, and on the bottom right corner, that's my dog Willow. Right below the picture of my cat is me and my friends. There's me on the left, and then Carla, Leanna, and Krista. On the bottom left corner, I like to bake as a hobby, so these are some of the things that I've baked. There's lavender bread, mini apple pies, rosemary bread, and then there's a cake that I made for Christmas. There's a picture of my sister. She's standing up on a mountain. Then there's a picture of Hozier's album. He's my favorite artist. And then my name, my favorite shows are Great British Bake Off. I'm watching it right now. That's what I'm doing. And then my favorite show of all time is Breaking Bad. I like to paint and do pretty much any kind of art, digital art, painting, sketching, drawing, and I like to do photography. And I'm actually a part of our school's yearbook, so if you guys want to go follow our
Zachary's
school's yearbook
diary.
Instagram page, you can. Free shout out.
This is big.
So, yeah, go follow
He
our
was
Instagram
about to
page.
confess to the world that he and
I'm a
Alexa
senior
murdered their
editor,
older
so if
brother
you have any
Montgomery
questions about
46
the
years
yearbook,
ago.
come and text
And
me.
apparently, Mr.
I'm an
Fernsby
Aries.
helped make the
You
murder
guys
look
wanna know
like
my
an
big three? I'm an
accident.
Aries sun, Gemini
And
moon,
47,
and Capricorn rising.
the handwriting doesn't match the
Right
suicide
above the
letter
picture
in
of
his
my
room,
dog
proving he
is
didn't
my
write it
two
himself.
brothers. My brother James is on the left, and then my brother Jackson's on the right. And then above that, on the top right corner, that was me at a drag queen show. Before quarantine, I really liked going to drag shows or any kind of like live performing, and I'm kind of really sad that, you know, it's all shut down. And then there's the most recent picture of me right next to it. I have blue hair now, so yeah. And then I work at Zaxby's in Harrisburg, and then right above that is another one of my friends, Jenna, and then her cousin, Jay.
Thorgy Thor! You met Thorgy Thor!
Yeah, I did meet Thorgy Thor. She was in Charlotte, and I watched, she has like a live symphony, and we all had like a whole orchestra.
Have you watched her show on TLC?
I've watched the first few episodes. I need to watch the rest of it. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was always a big fan.
On the right track
Haven't met her. Met a ton of the other RuPaul drag queens though. And I've met Michelle Visage. One of my favorite photos is Michelle hugging me.
Oh, that's awesome. I've met Katya before, and then Thorgy, and then the only other ones that I've seen were like at shows. I haven't gotten to meet the other ones.
One of the last shows I went to, I was called up on stage in some of the Work the World tours.
Oh, that's amazing.
The whole lip sync to Britney Spears. It was great. Good moment.
That's so cool. That's like one of my dreams.
It was awesome. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And I saw a couple of you guys like not in saying Great British Bake Off, so I think a lot of people are into that right now. That's something that I haven't gotten into yet, but I am big into like shops, guys, grocery games. Like I love all that, so it's something I'm gonna have to check out. Alright. I think we are at a good stopping point right here because it's about 1:30 and I want to talk to you all about what it is that you need to do today on your own and clear up any questions or confusion, and then be able to talk to you about what it is that's expected of you tomorrow for Friday. Does that sound good? Alright, so I'm going to start by sharing my screen. If you want, you can follow along and go through the steps as well. And
That's a token for a vault in the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. You need a pair, and you gain access no questions asked. I bet that's where Madame Carlyle keeps a copy of the Edwards file.
It's so hard for me to like really get to know you when we are virtual, and all I see is a little bubble with your initials in it. So to see those things and make those connections that we have similarities and just know a little bit more about you and know like, hey, this class is really into astrology, that's really cool and something I really cherish because my favorite part of teaching is getting to know you guys as individual people. It's not really teaching you grammar or anything like that. I really enjoy getting to know you as people. So this is like really awesome. I love how much time and effort you guys have put into this and what you're sharing. So thank you. So I'm going to scroll on down. What we would normally do is, you know, today was presentations. We would normally check our classwork, see what we have to do. There's nothing, just a class recording because today we presented. So if there's ever not an assignment for you for classwork, it'll say the date and then a class recording. So that's what's there for today. You do, however, your next step would scroll down to Unit 1. You check to see if you have any work. You do have an assignment for today, ADS 1. It stands for Analyzing Detail Sheet 1. You cannot complete this, though, until you have completed yesterday's assignment. Yesterday's assignment, asynchronously, you were to go through that list of research topics, and then you were to choose one of those topics and post about it in the discussion. From there, whatever topic you chose, that's the topic you are going to stick with for the next probably 2 or 3 weeks. So if you start doing some research today and you realize this topic isn't working for you, you might want to switch your topic because you have several weeks to go with that same topic. But we are picking one topic, that's what we did yesterday, and then from there is what we're going to start doing and completing worksheets. So I'm going to pretend that the topic I chose was do video games lead to violence? Do violent video games lead to violence? I'm going to pretend that that is the topic I chose and that I posted about in my discussion yesterday. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So we understand that. If you didn't do the post from yesterday, just do that as your step 1 because you absolutely cannot move forward without choosing a topic. So our job for today is to click January 21st, ADS 1, which the full title is Analyzing Detail Sheet 1. Now we have our topic. My topic is, do violent video games cause aggression or violence in people? Okay, so I have a video right here, which will explain to you the worksheet you're going to fill out, but I'm to you right now because we're going to do a total of 5 of these worksheets, so I want to make sure that you thoroughly understand what it is you're doing so that you can get 5 good grades. And I see some people have already submitted, and if after I talk you're like, oh, I did this one part incorrect, you can just resubmit. No big deal. All right, so we picked our topic. Your job now is to download this worksheet, and it looks like this. And this worksheet is going to assist you in research and finding out a little bit more about your topic. So your job now is to find data, so an article, a newspaper, a database, anything that proves your topic. And I shared in the meeting chat earlier your list of priorities, and with that I sent what's on my screen now. This is a way for you guys to access some different databases. You have NCWISO, and ProQuest. Now, if you want, you can also take a screenshot of this flyer, and this is a great way. Everything that you're gonna get off of NCWISO and ProQuest, that's gonna be something that you can trust. Now, I'm sure you all know, sometimes I have to remind others, that you can put anything on the internet. I tell my dad all the time, just because you saw it on YouTube doesn't mean it's true. I'm sure some of you guys have that debate with your parents or guardians. So we need to remember that when we're doing our research. We need to find research that is valid, that's true. And anything that you get off of NCWISO or ProQuest, you can trust. So feel free to use those databases. I also tend to lean towards trusting .org. So for my example, I, to prove my point, found a .org that talks about violent video games leading to violence. And this is the Dana Foundation, which those of you who aren't aware, they deal with how the brain functions, synapses, neuroscience, all of that. So for this, it kind of makes sense, and I can trust it. You'll see that it's a .org, and so you can always just kind of poke around websites to see, can you trust what's being told? So what I would do now, is I would read through this article and decide, is there any information in here that proves my point? I'm trying to take the stance that violent video games don't cause violence. That's what I'm trying to prove, because if you notice, all of your topics are questions. So you need to take one side of the question. So I talked about yesterday the topic, is TV too white? You would either say, yes, TV is too white, or no, TV isn't too white. We're not going back and forth. We're not explaining both sides. We're not saying, well, ABC does a good job being inclusive, but NBC's bad. We're not doing that. We are sticking with yes or no. One side or the other.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house. Has come back from the dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe human.
I would read through this article that I found and see, is there anything that proves my point? And I did already read through this. I'm not going to spend the time reading it in front of you. I did read through this, and what I did now was fill out my analyzing details sheet. The very top box is your article URL, and you can see my little spinning bubble here, your article URL. Sometimes we just want to put the title of the article and then we think, oh, we can find it in Google. Often, if we're looking for something, there's usually going to be an article named it multiple times. So if I were to put the title of this article, I probably wouldn't be able to find it again. So what I did is I copied and I pasted the article URL into the top of this box. And that's really important so that later on in like 2 weeks, you can find this article again, because you may need it if you need additional information, or you want to see if the quote's right, or you want to get another quote from around it, that sort of thing. So it's really important that you paste the article URL in this box. Your next box says a question that I have about the text, and I already filled this in for you. You do not need to fill it in. The question that you're asking yourself is, how does this article prove your point? So this article above, how does it prove my point? And the question is, do violent games make people more violent? So your next column here is to select details. So I told you how I read through the article. I read through and I found 3 quotes that I thought really proved my point that it's not proven that violent video games cause violence. So I took those quotes and I copied them into these boxes. You have 3 boxes in this row. And you'll notice it says detail 1, detail 2, detail 3. For detail 1, it also has a reference. Yours will be blank. I filled it in with 10, and that 10 shows me that I got this quote from paragraph 10. Now my next quote that I found, I got from paragraph 14. So I put a 14 right here so that if I do need to find this quote again, I can go right to the article, and rather than skimming through 3 pages of reading, I can go right to paragraph 14 and find my quote. Detail
That's
3,
clever.
again, I put my quote. So in this row, I'm just putting 3 quotes from that one article that proves my point. Are there any questions? Okay. Now you have one more row below it. Right below it are your analyzing details. So we have these 3 details. What we need to do is now explain the details above and what it means or how it proves your point. So we have 1, 2, 3. So it has detail number 1. Right below it, explain what I think about detail number 1. You have detail 2 up here. Right below it, explain what you think about detail number 2. Detail 3. Right below it, explain what you think about detail 3. Now, I had someone in my other class ask, do I have to do same data work with this worksheet? And you kind of are, but it's out of order. So you have data in these 3 boxes, right? These are quotes, data, data, data. And you're explaining it right here. So you have warrant, warrant, warrant. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So we have these boxes. We're good. The last box is your connecting details, and this is where you could say your claim goes. So this is your final answer. So come up with a final answer telling me what the main takeaway from this article is. So the main thing that you understood from this article, or the main thing the article talked about. And that's how you're going to fill this worksheet out. Does anyone have any questions about how you fill this worksheet out?
No.
Okay, thank you. If you do, you can stay on and ask at the end. But each day for 5 days, we're going to find a new article. So on Monday, you're going to find a new article and find 3 new
Man, what
quotes
order
from
you
that
got it
article.
in?
We're going to keep the same topic, okay? But for today, we're just finding one article, reading through it, and posting those 3 quotes that prove our point and submitting it. So that is your asynchronous work for today. And I did put that in the meeting chat so that you can stay focused. I always think it's good for me if I have a checklist. You'll see I have these checklists all over my desk.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now? Over here! Cover me! Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.